Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The gift that keeps on giving, the alleged scammers at the day before Fantastic are back again. They made another statement for some reason. Like, they should have just shut up and let it go, but they can't stop lying, so they made another statement filled with lies. Let's go over it real quick. It is... The drama is just, it doesn't stop. It's crazy. The fact that these guys didn't just leave is insane to me. Let's go over this statement, alright? Recently, a lot of misinformation has emerged on the internet from supposedly anonymous sources. Fantastic provides an official response to these statements. Just so you guys know, again, right, these guys do all of their shit in Russian and then machine translate that stuff to English. So there's gonna be a couple of weird things in here, but the way they phrase things and stuff. Anonymous people allege that we deceived players. We worked hard and honestly on the game for 5 years. That's already, yeah, I'm not sure you could add the word honestly here. Let's be honest. Considering what a fiasco it turned out to be, I don't think that's an accurate use of the word. But let's move on. We didn't take a penny from users until you sold the game on Steam, and then were forced to do a blanket refund policy, which I don't think Steam has ever done. Has there ever been a game where, oh, you've been playing it for 25 hours? Yeah, sure, we'll still refund you. I don't think that's ever been the case. Didn't use crowdfunding and didn't offer pre-orders. Even after the game was closed, we, together with the publisher, returned money to all players. Did you though? I want to see the stats of that. I want to see the actual proof that they refunded everyone. Because if people didn't ask for a refund, did you still refund them? Something tells me you didn't. Including for... Oh, okay. Never mind. I apologize. Cut. I was wrong. Well, I still want to see the proof though. Including forcibly issuing refunds to those who did not request them. I want to see the proof of that. How many companies return money like that? Question mark. That is a really good point that does not actually work in your favor. Alright? That is a really bad sign. Okay? Like, sure, you did that. But I'm pretty sure you were forced to. Alright? Let's be honest. We are not a fly-by-night company. We have been operating since 2015. Oh no, 8 years. Oh my god. And have always conducted our business honestly. Did you though? I don't think that's the case either, right? Which games of yours that are out now did you not abandon? Anonymous people allege that we deceived the investor. This is not true. We still have a great relationship with our publisher. The closure of the day before did not affect our partnership. Since 2021, we've had a New Zealand venture called Mytona Fantastic and a successful game, Prop Night, which has sold almost 1 million copies. Prop Night also co-financed the development of the day before. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna leave this part alone for now, but we're gonna come back to this later. Anonymous former employees tell different stories about the development. We're unsure whether these employees are real or not, bro. But we had excellent relationships with our team, except the ones that you didn't, alright? And then you fired some of them as well. Despite being a small indie company with a limited budget, we assisted employees with relocation and healthcare and helped some of them to buy equipment and with their mortgages and other personal matters. We offered an extra non-working day off each month, vacation pay, and timely salary payments, along with the option of working remotely. Our low churn rate, and the fact that half of those who left returned to the company demonstrate our positive work environment. What about the other half then? I keep smacking my head into the microphone. So what about the other half? That's 50% return rate? That's pretty bad. Okay, that's 1 in 2 people that despises you. Alright? That's not a low churn rate. 100% of the team did everything they could to make the day before a success. Who made money on the day before? Certain bloggers made huge money by creating false content with huge titles from the very beginning to gain views and followers, exploiting the lack of information about the game's development. Well, that's on you. Their actions triggered a gold rush among content creators due to the game's pre-release popularity. Like these, they still can't admit that they did anything wrong, dude. This is what leads me to believe that they actually know exactly what they did, right? This is why the alleged scam for me seems all but proven. Okay, you would not respond like this in any way if you literally just failed at your job. All right, like. You're trying to blame people that pulled the alarm bell, essentially including me, right? Because I pulled the alarm bell months ago as well, right? You're trying to blame them for the failure of your company? That's not how the gaming industry works, all right? Like streamers do not have this, or streamers and content creators do not have this amount of pull, I should say, right? Of influence. Right? The only thing we can do is show you the games and say what we think about them. Do you think just because a couple of streamers are like, oh my god, this game is like the most amazing thing. Look at Palworld. Look at Palworld. If I make a video now on Palworld and be like, oh, this game is trash, this and that, if like a bunch of really high tier content creators, because I've got like 100 views, right? Nobody gives a shit. Let's say someone with 2 million views makes a Palworld video and just breaks the game down. Do you think that's gonna change anything? It's the fastest selling game in like recent history, right? 7 million copies sold in like 4 days. It shot to the top 2 concurrent players online of all time within 4 days of release. Do you think if people are going to come out now, or if people were going to come out before and be like, oh, this game is an asset flip? They're doing that right now. They're trying to do that right now to Palworld. Do you think it's working? No, it's not, because it's a good game and people love it, right? If you make a good game, no matter how much negative things people will try and find out about that game or the company behind that game, if it's a good game, people will buy it because we want good games. We don't really care where it comes from, right? Is it an asset flip? Is it good? Yes, then we don't care. Is it an asset flip? Is it trash? Yes. Well, then we're gonna start caring, right? You can fix every single problem that you had by simply making a decent game, and you couldn't even do that. All right. Don't go and blame it on the content creators now, right? You were inept. You sucked at your job, whether on purpose or not. That remains to be seen, and we'll probably never know. But I'm leaning strongly into one direction. It's all on you. You are the problem, not the content creators, okay? Why do they say that the released game is not the same as that in the trailers, and why was the game closed? We implemented everything shown in the trailers. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. No, you didn't. Not even close, bro. Like this is Scopium beyond belief. Like they're still trying to. They're essentially now scamming your memory of your recollection of the event. That's what I feel like they're trying to do, allegedly. Right? You didn't implement everything shown in the trailers. Almost nothing of it was implemented. From home improvements in a detailed world to off-road vehicles, we only disabled a few minor features. Oh, so you didn't implement everything because you disabled some features. So, in your own sentence, you admit you're lying. And they wonder why their company failed. Like parkour due to bugs, but planned to include them in the full release. That's another thing. When did you mention there was gonna be an early access for this game? Like 3 days before it came out? Bro, come on. These people should be in jail, bro. Crazy. Remember the experiment where you're asked to count pink objects in a room and then recall the blue ones? You won't remember any. It's all about focus. The negative bias instilled by certain bloggers making money on hate affected perceptions of the game. That's so dumb, dude. We noticed that your game was committing essentially massive plagiarism, right? You were taking shit 1-1. We were finding assets that were literally just flipped on the store, and we were pointing out, guys, this game looks like it could be really bad. All right, be very careful when you order this, when you pre-order this. You couldn't pre-order, but be very careful when this comes out to maybe wait and see what the whole hubbub is about, because it doesn't look like they can give you what they're saying. That's all we did. And guess what? We were right. Look at unbiased gameplay like Dr. Disrespect's stream at release. Despite the initial bugs and server issues, he liked the game, which we fixed later, and the game received improved reviews over the weekend. Unfortunately, the hate campaign had already inflicted significant damage. He didn't play it again though, did he? It was that good that he never played it again. I mean, you're telling me to look at unbiased gameplay like Dr. Disrespect stream. Well, he liked it, but he never played it again. So, did he really like it? The initial bugs and server issues, they were horrendous, sure. The fact that most of the things you were promising was not in the game, that was a bigger issue. The hate campaign had nothing to do with this. There was no real hate campaign. Everyone was just having fun with it, right? Because it's hilarious to see an incompetent and or allegedly criminal developer just flailing. That's super fun to watch, bro. Let's be honest. I'm making a video right now because this is hilarious. This whole speech, this whole press release is just brain dead hilarious. Come on. How could you not make a content about this? You're literally doing all the things that you should do if you want us to make content about it. But then you're telling us, oh, you can't make content about this because you ruined our game. Well, then don't be an imbecile, right? It's that simple. You could have just kept your mouth shut, but you didn't, right? By the way, after sales closed, many people wrote to us that bloggers had deceived them and they liked the game, and they asked for access. We also heard the petitions were created to continue development. And on the black market, the game's price exceeded $200. Yeah, of course it does. Your game doesn't exist no more. It's one of the biggest catastrophes, one of the biggest failures ever in the history of gaming. Of course the price is gonna go up for those keys, because now you actually unwillingly, right, without trying, created something of value. The worst failure of a game in the history of gaming, right? You created that. So obviously the keys are gonna be worth something, right? But it's because it failed so miserably that it's worth something. Not in spite of it. Some even began to make their own mods. Oh, somebody made a mod. Woohoo! Right, okay. You're not Bethesda, dude. Like, so dumb, dude. We are grateful to all the senders of mails who expressed support and appealed not to give up and to continue to work. Finally, we encourage you to subscribe. No, don't subscribe to them. I'll bite the bullet for you on that one. Now, obviously there is an instant community notes on this, right? I mean, to come back to the whole successful game prop night, blah blah blah. Let me go and boom here. This was, I think, 3 days after the game's release. Today we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. We've all seen this, right? This is the blah blah blah. The day before failed financially, and we like the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. So you are receiving income, even though right here you just told me, oh, we didn't receive any money, right? We didn't take a penny from users. We didn't use crowdfunding. We didn't offer pre-orders. We didn't scam the investor. Blah blah blah. So where's the money coming from to pay off the debt for your partners? First of all, right? They don't have the funding to continue work on it. Blah blah blah. The future for the day before and Prop Night is unknown. Okay, so if Prop Night was so successful, and you're still working together with your own publisher, which is Okay, I didn't go into this very deeply, but Mytona Fantastic and Fantastic are obviously, it's in the name, very, 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 very closely connected. All right, of course, right? The CEOs of Fantastic are the brothers. I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this name. Gotovtsev, right? Edouard and Aizen Gotovtsev. And then the Mytona founders are Alexei and Afanasy Ushnisky. I'm sorry about butchering the names. Only a little. They're both brothers, right? Sets of brothers. They're both from Siberia, and they've been spotted together. Apparently, one of the people on the about page of Mytona is literally a Gotovtsev brother. So when they say, "Oh, we have a really close working relationship with our publisher," I can believe it. All right, but you should probably like disclose all of these relations. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it feels like you're trying to scam even more, right? You're just lying straight to our faces. You know, like I couldn't resist making a video about this because this is insane. But every single game that these guys have made, they've just abandoned, right? The Wild 8 was abandoned. Dead Dozen was abandoned. Radiant 1 was abandoned. Prop Night, I think, was abandoned, but apparently, they're still doing that because that game actually did come out and apparently had like a limited amount of success. It's one of those games where you're a prop and then you have to hide while other people try and find you. I hate that shit. I'm terrible at that stuff, so I don't play that. So I can't say much about that. But yeah, these guys are very close in cahoots with Mytona. Which obviously, right? They even said it. Oh, it's Mytona Fantastic. Oh, and you're fantastic. Oh, I get. No wonder you have a close working relationship. It's literally you, you know. So be very, very careful of what these CEOs release in the future because they're already allegedly already also going to make a new game that I read the day before. CEO new game. Where is the here? Boom. The day before CEO. No, it's PC. No, it was on PC Gamer though. Shit, I can't find it now real quick. But yeah, the same day that the servers for the day before shut down, which is a couple of days ago, they apparently sent out an email to former employees and stuff to hire people for a new game. Oh, here we go. It was Games Radar. My bad. In the same week that their catastrophic MMO's server shut down, the day before CEOs are reportedly starting to work on a new game. Several sources claim the Gotovtsev brothers are not done developing games, so they're gonna try and hoodwink you again, I think. Right? It very much feels like that. As reported by CD Action, the founders of the day before developer Fantastic brothers Edouard and Aizen Gotovtsev have reportedly already put plans in place for their next project. The outlet says it has spoken to a former employee of the studio who claims that the company's bosses shared that they were looking for veterans to start working on a new mobile game. This is it all, right? This is where the cash grabs go, alright? Like, this, to me, if this is true, this could not be more damning. Anything before this, right? Well, while strongly convincing, this for me would overflow with the bucket. Because you do this, right, to go the Blizzard route, alright? 800% value, guys! Don't you guys have phones? Like, disgusting beyond belief, man. Utterly reprehensible people. So, they even mailed, like, people that they fired and left under bad terms, apparently. Don't see that into the... Yeah, here we go. CD Action says the Gotovtsevs sent out offers to all employees as if nothing ever happened, including to those who were fired or left on bad terms. These guys have no shame. These brothers, if they have a game attached to their name, run far away. Run for the hills, alright? Chances are, it's not gonna be good, alright? Be very careful when you see the name Mytona now, or Ushnisky brothers, alright? Be very, very careful of these people because there's a high probability that they're just trying to get your money. Alright? Thank you all so much for watching. The drama continues. I don't know if this is the last bit of it, but let's just, I don't know, man. Let's just keep our eyes out. But be very careful of these guys because they're not kosher, guys. Thank you so much. Peace the fuck out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.